Good afternoon, my friends. I want to talk more about the law self-esteem that many people on this earth are struggling with. Some people are aware of it, but some people are not. And they hide it behind a superego. And I think today why it's so much narcissism around us, it's also a hidden agenda for low self-esteem. Because narcissism is a very sick form of selfishness. It's based on pride. It has no empathy. It's only about me all the time. It's about being seen, being heard, have all the rights. It's super ego, and you are adoring yourself, and you have high thoughts about yourself that are not realistic, and you are kind of living in a fantasy world, and behind that super ego is actually a very low self-esteem. It's a person who is very insecure behind narcissism. So it looks like he's all confident and he knows about all the discussions, all the agendas in when you discuss with them, and they're always right. They are so vulnerable for correction and criticism that they will attack you. And I mean, we who are normal people, if we being correct by our friends in love, we don't start to hate those people and attacking them. But the narcissist will do that because that superego is based on a fragile, low self-esteem. So the only thing that he or she has pumped up is not only the way they look, but it's also their personality takes so much room when they enter. They can't listen to people. They want to talk all the time. They have no sympathy or empathy. They want to be in the center of every situation. And they want to be seen, heard, and their opinion is the optimal opinion in every situation. So if they face some persons who are not agreeing with them, they will start to attack. And then you are not their friend anymore. You are their enemy because you are threatening the vulnerability that's behind that superego. So actually, when you see a narcissist and you see how he behave or she behave, that they think they're all that is a lie. Because behind that, it's actually a very fragile, insecure little person. And he or she has just pumped themselves up with this superego thinking that they are almost going to save the world. They have all the rights. They're going to be superstars, millionaires. They are the most beautiful people on this planet. They're so smart. And they brag about themselves all the time. So it's quite embarrassing, actually. And sometimes when I see on the internet too, I don't know if it is a hidden agenda that many people are so insecure, and it comes up to the surface because now when we have Facebook and Instagram, people are taking pictures and showing everything in their lives to the public arena. So you don't have a privacy anymore. You don't have a private life. People don't want to be private anymore. They just want to show everything, what they eat, when they're going to sleep, what kind of friends, what you do in the weekends. And they show everything. So on one way it's like a big family album that we all share, but at the same time it's quite scary actually, because all these people, either there are many narcissistic people on this planet that comes to the surface through media, or they become narcissistic through the media. I don't know, I'm not quite sure. What I do know is that it's a lot of people that don't have self-esteem. So they use everything in their lives to be seen, to be heard. And another thing also that I recognize, it's that when I'm in some social gathering and I can hear people are bragging about, I know that person, and they're bragging about the new sailboat, the new car, the new house, and all the fantastic friends they have. And all that bragging is an image building thing in those people's lives, where they try to tell you that they are very important people, that they are superior, they are so successful, and they use all these tools by bragging, by showing off, by telling about all those famous or rich or good-looking people they know in their inner circle. You see, if you are a secure person, you don't need to talk like that. You don't need to have name dropping. You don't need to show off if you are safe and secure in yourself. But if you have a fragile self-esteem, a weak self-esteem, and you have a high self-confidence, that self-confidence will be so pumped up, so it will try to replace the lost self-esteem too. So those people are constantly working with their image and trying to be super cool, and you have to look good, be the coolest person, hang out with the coolest people, brag about your success, your money, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, how popular you are. You go to the right places, you wear the right brands, you do plastic surgery. Oh, I get exhausted just by naming all these things. And all that is in the pot of low self-esteem. Yes. It is very many people who struggle with no self-worth. And they have pumped up their ego, they have pumped up their bodies, maybe they have people that they brag about to you that are so important and so rich and so smart and so famous. Maybe those people are not there for them when they are in a weak season. Probably not. And they just want to tell you and me that they are successful, when in the real life they maybe are not that successful. Because, we should have the image of God. We are made in His image. So the world has come with a fake image to people's lives, that this is what they lift up on this planet. Your looks, being sexy, hang out with the right people, fighting to have that image, to be cool, to be in that cool circle with all these celebrity people, good-looking people. And people are doing all this name dropping to one another to show off, to tell each other that I am somebody, I'm important, to place yourself in a box where it's called success. Because, you see, real success has nothing to do with that. A real smart and safe, secure woman and man on this planet, they don't talk like that. They don't need that kind of talk. They don't have to present themselves like that when they meet people. They are just cool. They don't need to tell how much they have in the bank, how many people they know that are successful, blah, blah, blah. It comes from a place, a root of self-esteem. Yeah, it does. So I'm thinking about maybe writing a book about low self-esteem and the need of affirmation and what people do to be confirmed in this life. It's, I mean, I've been there myself with my looks, as I said yesterday, trying to be loved, trying to use my look to feel that I was worthy something in this life. And then God broke that off me inside. He showed me the real me. He loved the real me, and he loves the real you because he has made the real you. So the hurt and the start in life for many people are so weakened. So then they build up this fake personality and fake image. So you maybe don't know who you are, who the real you are. So many people who have struggled from childhood, they have this fake identity, fake personality, maybe a survivor personality. And they have ways that they are familiar with because that's how they have survived. And they think they are themselves until God starts to take the layers off our lives. You see, when he comes into our lives, he comes into the source of you and me. And even if your life maybe started with a lot of hurt, and you build up this fake identity, and you're screaming affirmation and confirmation wherever you go, through your looks, through your way of speaking, whatever. God wants to heal that inner wound. And on that process where you're getting healed, where he is taking off the layers, you will feel it hurt a little bit. So we are scared to be healed too. It's more safe to be the way we have shaped ourselves. But God, when he comes into our lives and start the healing process, he wants us to be 100% the original you and me. So he takes off layers after layers after layers to come into the real you. Because that's the original and that's the person you were intended to be. Not some fake identities, fake personality, some image person. You don't need all that stuff. When God starts to heal you and you start to mirror yourself, like that fairy tale about the black swan. Well, he wasn't a black swan because he thought he was a black swan. And when he looked in the mirror in the water, he saw that he was a beautiful swan, like all the other people, all the other swans. So that is a picture about how wrong we can think about ourselves. Often we believe a lie about who we are and how people see us, and God wants you to take off your glasses today so he can start the healing process. So you don't need all this image building thing. You don't need to brag. You don't need to do all this plastic surgery thing to feel that you have accomplished success and are somebody in life. You are a beautiful woman and man on this planet, made by God, the Creator, to do good works. He has a fantastic future for you. And he wants to heal whatever wound you have on the inside. And heal